Okay, Cristiano wants me to show you the stack. What is the stack? The stack is, I have written a page in the life of autobiography and biography exercises. So I got one more, and then I'm gonna put it on the top and then take a blank piece of paper and then put it in the garage in a bin. I have space in a bin for it. But I've been writing a fair amount, so if you wonder what it looks like to handwrite things and put them in a stack form, this is what the stack looks like currently. I guess I should put that over there. Okay, so this subject of this one, I've covered forfeit and provided examples in my life before on this channel back in January 2022. I'm filming this Tuesday, July 2024, so like a chunk of time later. And so I wrote this before filming this, and now I'm gonna read what I wrote. So I also wrote this today, Tuesday, July 2024. Do I have dinner on my face? Okay. And so it took me 19 minutes, but the autobiography exercise is on forfeit situations in my life. So I provided 2 examples previously. Yes. And so I add a few more. So here we go. Autobiography exercise is forfeit situations in my life, written 9 July 2024 by Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. Writing started 5:58 p.m. Forfeit is essentially withdrawing from competition either before the start of competition or during competition and accepting as the result a loss, mark / outcome. Forfeit is something I have invoked in my life at times when I have made a mistake or a bad decision and do not want to intensify / escalate that mistake / bad decision. At its most extreme, the ability to forfeit can result in life in survival situations. Approximately 6-7 years of age, approximately 1999, forfeiting a game of balance beam chicken on the playground. Truth is that I had gotten too many cuts and bruises recently. I could not afford to sustain further injury, so I forfeited the game when my friend challenged me to a game. Too few players for recreational soccer games. Played 1998 to 2006. We could still play the game, however the result was put on record as a loss by forfeiture as we could not produce the requisite number of players for the final score to count. Found a poem in 7th grade, 2004 to 2005 school year. Lost by my teacher, and when they found it, they did not change my grade. Gave me an F on my assignment. My final course grade was a B instead of an A because of it. I call forfeit here because in his eyes, I may have desired to not get a grade once he found it if he felt I antagonized him. Essentially, I could have been nice. However, I was a little brat. I ain't no goody two-shoes sipping coffee for the first time in my 20s. The teacher opted to be unprofessional and not grade the poem. 2008 to 2010, withdrawal grades at Shoreline Community College and the University of Washington. 2011, getting kicked out of my parents' house, forfeiting my seat at the kitchen island / dinner table and space in the house. 2015/2016 to 2019, withdrawal grade in courses at the University of California, Berkeley. No degree, October 2019 from the University of California, Berkeley after applying, being admitted into, and enrolling in a graduate program. May 2021, approximately, deletion or at least attempted deletion of my social media accounts including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. January to June 2024, forfeiture of any of my personal best times as world records and or continental / regional records as a form of support for my ancestry, the ancestry of my soulmates, and the ancestry of any of our future children. Writing ended 6:17 p.m. Total time 19 minutes. Yeah, so essentially forfeit is I want to consider it just giving something up, which is like kind of part of life. I would say one step further than that where there's actual documentation, right? When I get my transcript from Shoreline Community College, or when I get my transcript from the University of Washington, there's a big W for a withdrawal grade, right? I forfeited the grade in the class. So these are things that actually go on record. So that is part of, for me, in defining this and being like, this is literal forfeit. And they even took, that balance beam game of chicken, they actually did write that down. It was a time, you know, we were like 6, 7 years of age. It was a really big deal. Who's winning in the chicken balance beam games? And I was just like, I got a lot of cuts and bruises as a kid, and I was like, I don't want people to think my parents are hitting me or something like that. So I was like, I'm gonna be wise here beyond my 6 years of age and be like, I probably shouldn't be on something where I'm gonna get even more hurt or considering I get the cuts and bruises in the first place, you know? And like the reality check of just kind of me being me. And then another one, so like with the getting kicked out of the house, I live with my parents now, so that one, it was still a forfeit at the time, right? We worked forwards. So there we go. Those are real forfeit situations with documentation from my life.